To maximize Alice's damage, we need to understand exactly how her kit works. And her kit is quite simple. If you look under her character icon, there's these 3 separate bars. This is Blade Etiquette. You build it up just by using your basic attacks, your special attacks, whenever you trigger Assault, and with her additional ability, as long as any character triggers Disorder, that will also give you Blade Etiquette. She has a basic attack 5, but what's pretty cool is that when Alice triggers Assault, it actually does an enhanced version of the attack on the 5th hit, which is kind of unique. Alice has 2 X special attacks. The only difference between these attacks is whether or not you have Alice moving forward. So if you're pressing your forward button, or you have a joystick forward if you're on controller, and you have the energy to use the X special attack, that's when you'll perform Northern Cross. And if you're not touching the joystick, or your W key for example, or you're moving backwards, that's when you'll perform Southern Cross. When your Blade Etiquette is full, it'll actually change from the blue color to the gold color. That means we can use her charge basic attack, Starshine Waltz. When the finishing move of the stage 3 charge basic attack hits, it triggers a special assault effect called Polarized Assault. This deals damage equal to 100% of the original assault, ignoring anomaly buildup, and can interact with other attribute anomalies, including physical, to trigger Disorder. This means if it's set up correctly, you can actually trigger 2 assault procs and a Disorder proc. Now all of this leads back into her core passive, Twin Rainbows of the Sword Heart. If Disorder is triggered while the enemy is suffering a physical anomaly, for every 1 second of remaining physical anomaly duration, the Disorder damage multiplier increases by 18%, up to a maximum of 180%. When Alice triggers Assault on an enemy, her physical anomaly buildup rate increases by 25% for 30 seconds, and note this is at max core skill. To proc her additional ability Mystery Hunt, all you need is an anomaly or support character. She's not tied down by the faction. Again, whenever any squad member triggers Disorder, Alice gains 30 Blade Etiquette, already covered that. If Alice's Anomaly Mastery exceeds 140, each additional point grants her 1.6 Anomaly Proficiency. Upon entering battle, Alice gains 300 Blade Etiquette. Again, that's max Blade Etiquette, which means you can use that charge basic attack right off the bat. The main point here is that you're more incentivized to spec into Anomaly Mastery to get more Anomaly Proficiency, rather than just trying to get more Anomaly Proficiency. You can actually scale both just by going into Mastery. The only other thing to take note of is her ultimate Starfall Finale. Again, it's going to deal some massive physical damage, and when you activate the skill, you actually get 200 Blade Etiquette, which means you are 2/3 of the way there to your next charge basic attack. If you're still a little confused about everything I covered under her kit, let me break it down into a simple damage rotation, and it's literally 1 step. All you have to do is accumulate Blade Etiquette, which is quite simple. Use her attacks, trigger Disorder with any of your characters, use her ultimate. Again, you will build Blade Etiquette fairly easily. And the follow-up, once Blade Etiquette is full, use that charge basic attack. Again, you're going to trigger Assault, Polarized Assault, and Disorder as well. Get the big damage in and cook your opponent.